Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to yet another episode of My PI Dream. I had many of you folks on the comment section send me questions about why I haven't been on the last couple of days. Thank you for your concern. But Monday, the reason I didn't produce a video on Monday was because Monday was pretty much a continuation of the backsplash, and that would have been 3 days of backsplash, and I didn't want to bore you to death with backsplash. I think Backsplash 101 is complete. I think everybody's good on that. And then Tuesday, we had a 12-hour scheduled brownout. And that was the day that I went up to Alabang and Laguna. I wasn't sure whether I was going to Laguna or not, but Alabang was to pick up the accessories for the CR on the first floor. And I thought, well, you know, you've been with me plenty of times on the trip up to Alabang as well. And I believe you were with me when I was picking out each one of those items. Yes, I was. I did that on one of the episodes. So and it's unusual to me, I didn't carry my camera with me. And I learned a lesson. I will always carry my camera because not so much for the trip to Alabang, but the Laguna trip was actually rewarding. And it was fun going to each one of the shops here and looking at some of the outdoor landscaping accessories as well as the plants in the plant nursery there. So lesson learned, I will always carry my camera with me now wherever I go. It's easy to throw in the backpack. So today, let's talk about today. Today, you know, I have all of those parts that I picked up at CW up in Alabang for the plumbing and for doing some of the mounts, the drilling of the mounts for the television that we're going to be one of the televisions, not the second one. I still don't have the mount for the second television that's on order. So I think today I know two things I want to. Well, I know three things I want to accomplish, but I'm not going to push myself today. I kind of want to relax. It's a pretty nice day today. This morning was very calm, very nice weather here again this morning. But every single day the pattern's been as the afternoon comes by, the clouds start rolling in. The wind starts picking up, and often we get the rain here. But believe it or not, we got no rain yesterday. The first time in ages. So that being said, plumbing, I think I'm going to work on some of the P-traps. I think I'm going to work on Nessa's Zen garden. I still have to do a little bit more to finish that up today. And there was something else I wanted to do. What was it? I think I want to drill the hole with the diamond blade for the fixture up in the breakfast nook upstairs, and there are several more things that I need to work on. So that's the plan for today. Which one I do first, I don't know. I'm right now talking with Ness inside on Skype. So when I get done with that, then I am going to attack the first project of the day. So I hope you join me, and I hope you enjoy today's episode. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. The two first projects that I want to get done today is I want to get these plants inside the ground over here. I just ran down to Jesse and Pat's house, and these were laying out in the front. I didn't want them to dry out too quickly and hopefully not do any damage to the plants. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in the ground here. And when I get done with that, the next thing I want to work on this morning is I want to do the plumbing for the vessel sink in the comfort room on the first floor. I would like to get that done because I can use the shower. I don't have the window inside there right now, the glass for the separation, the shower enclosure, but I could use it if I wanted to, but it will just make a mess. But that's okay. I can clean it up. It's no problem with that. But I need the sink, so I need to be able to wash my hands, brush my teeth, and things like that, so I don't have to keep going down to the basement in that little tiny area underneath the stairwell to be able to use the facility. So that will be the second project of the day. We'll see how it goes from there. The third project of the day, or one of the projects of the day, again, is going to be Nessa's Zen garden. I got to finish that up. I promised her I would do that today. So one thing at a time. First thing, plants. Let's make sure that we got all the tools and the materials that we need to do this task of doing the P-trap on the vessel sink here today in the comfort room on first floor. First thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put some clear silicone sealant, which is this stuff right here, and we're going to put it around the base of the vessel sink so it doesn't slip. And we have the caulk gun for that, and we have the caulk. I want to give you a word of advice right now Do not use liquid nail. You might be thinking you want to do this with liquid nail, you want to put this down. Do not use liquid nail. If you ever have to remove the vessel sink, if you want to change it for something else, if you want to keep the vessel sink, if you use liquid nail, chances are you're going to bust the bottom of the vessel itself trying to remove it, and you could do damage to your granite as well. So don't use liquid nail. This will work. The sealant will keep this from shifting and moving and keep it securely in place. The next thing we have to have a P-trap. We have the P-trap. And what else do we have to do? Oh, there's a cap. Remember the cap that we bought? So this is the adapter that goes to the 2-inch in the wall. It's a coupler. The coupler will go to the clean out. The clean out, we are going to cut a hole using this round circular saw blade right here. And we're going to use it to cut the hole for this part of the P-trap to go through that part of the 2-inch pipe. Now, if there is a misalignment, I also have this flexible P-trap that came with the vessel sink. I don't want to use this if I don't have to. I'm not a real big fan of these, but if we have to, we'll use this as well. We'll just run it down inside the pipe through this clean out. And we have our drill that we need for the saw blade. So let's go ahead and get started. I think you can see, obviously, the P-trap that I just purchased won't fit properly. I cannot use that because my builder, who ended up being my plumber also, he didn't calculate for the spacing for the vessel sink. The vessel sink has a different type of a distance from the bottom of the sink itself to where the P-trap goes into the wall. You have to measure that. You should calculate that ahead of time. So that was bad planning. The workaround for that is I am going to use that flex pipe as long as it doesn't leak. I'm going to try using that flex pipe that came with the vessel sink. You saw I cut out the hole in the washout, but the hole has a really nice little gasket here. So it's to do a good seal so you don't get any sewer gases and you don't have any leakage. But the circular saw hole cutter that I had for this is just a little bit too small for this to fit in perfectly nice and tight and get a good seal. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this half round and I'm going to slowly file this off until I get a nice snug fit with this little washer seal into the washout. We'll see how that works. Well, that didn't go nearly as good as I expected it to go, but it's installed. I ended up using the little flexible P-trap that came with the sink. It's very cheap, and I suspect I will swap that out later, but at least it's working right now. It's not leaking, and I can use the sink here. I can wash my hands, I can brush my teeth as well. So let me go ahead and get this room cleaned up, and then we'll go to the next task of the day. But I think it's about lunchtime, so I think I'll prepare lunch. I had a little bit of granola this morning, so maybe just a little bit early of a lunch. And now for our third challenge of today, and I hope it's not going to be that big of a challenge, but I can tell you it's already going to be a challenge. I started looking at some of the connections, and I think we're going to have a problem going into, well, we'll talk about that in just a second. So what we have to do up here today, I would like to close this out as fast as possible. And remember, this was the old fixture that was here, and this is about right around a 25 millimeter piece of pipe where it mounts through the granite. Now, this right here has a 31 millimeter pipe that goes through, but the hole is only about 27. So that's why I bought that 35 millimeter drill, that diamond drill bit for, the circular drill bit for cutting through the granite. So if we can mount this permanently, we'll get this mounted. So that is some of the project I want to work on right now. The problem is underneath the sink. We're going to be removing this, probably this one, because you see how much lower it is. The same problem we had with downstairs. My builder did not put the pipes in the wall low enough. So now there's a good chance that the flexible pipe that I bought over here is not going to fit properly into that pipe right there. I've already prepared myself for that, and we're going to have to find out what type of an adapter we're going to need for that. So I might not get it completely done today, but we'll be very close to completing that. I'm hoping, as minimum, we get this mounted properly, we hook it up to the water connection underneath with the angle valve connection, and we start doing work on the P-trap. So what we need to complete this task is we need the drill. We need a 35 millimeter diamond hole saw, and this is the screw part that goes into the fixture over there. And we need a bucket of water. And why do we need the bucket of water? Well, we are going to allow the bit to stay wet when we're cutting through the granite. It will cut better, it will keep this from burning up, and this is a very expensive bit if you remember, and it will make this last longer so we can use it for multiple tasks. So let's go ahead and start. Well, there you have it. The fixture is installed. But I want to give you a tip. You notice that this fixture had two water supply lines that were attached to the base of the appliance here. Now, that's for a hot water and cold water. If you look on the top, there's a blue and a red little dot. But remember, we're only using cold water up here. My builder asked if I needed hot water, and I just didn't want to go through the complexity of adding another hot water line here, since we really only need cold water for this area right here. So when you put in your angle valve, this is another tip. When you put in your angle valve, normally if you have one water supply, you do a single angle valve that has water where it plugs into the wall, where you screw it into your water supply. Then you have one outlet and you have it on and off. But for this situation, we're going to use a three-way angle valve. You see this one right here, three-way angle valve. And I think I called the other one-way. It's actually a two-way because it has an in and out. But this is a three-way angle valve. And what this is going to do is on both ends, we're going to hook up the cold water and the hot water. So no matter where we put it, whether it's in the hot water or the cold water position, we will always have water supply to the faucet. So that's what we're going to do right now. Now the first thing I need to do before I take the plug out where I need to hook the three-way angle valve is I have to turn off the water supply. So I'm going to go down to the basement, turn off the water supply, and come back in and open it up. And I'll put a bucket down underneath it so that we don't have a mess with the residual pressure that's still left inside the line. Well, you're probably asking, why'd you cut off all of those valves? Why not just cut off the one that goes to that part of the house? And that's because I don't know which one goes to that part of the house yet. That's not a priority for me to go and detail every one of the lines that go through the house yet. When the house is done, I will go through each one of them, and I will check and verify, I will document it, and then we'll put labels that go along with each one of those manifold valves inside there. Okay, well that's another task done for today. I promised myself and I promised us I would get out there and work on the Zen garden. So I'm going to do a little bit of work out there, and that's going to be it for today for me. Well, I don't know about you, but I am bushed. I feel like I got a lot accomplished today, and I'm glad I was able to get this done. I think Nessa's still sleeping, and it is the end of the day here, but it's going to be the beginning of her day, and probably the next few minutes. So what I did, I sent her a picture of the trimming, and I did what she wanted. She said she wanted, well, that one in the far corner, it's got to grow a little bit more. She wants that to be the highest, and she wants it tiered down on both sides. And that's kind of what it's doing over here. So I think she'll be happy with what I have right now. And again, that bush in the back, that's a slow growing bush. So it's going to be kind of hard for it to outgrow these, but I'll just keep trimming these back. So I'm glad I got this done. Also, you see around the edge, the pebble, all the pebble rock around here, some of the grass has grown in there. I had them put some underlayment, or It's like a grass fabric kind of stuff. Really what it is, it's the bags that the soil came in, that they carry stuff. It's like rice bags, and they put that down. I haven't seen the regular fabric like we get from Lowe's and Home Depot and things like that in the US, but I'm sure they have something like that here. So we got this accomplished today. Oh, and if you see the grass that we're pulling around the edge here, this is the grass that's being used in the grass blocks in the driveway, and I'll show you how far my gardener got today. Well, I'm thinking he got just a little bit more. I think he did about this much yesterday, about that much. I don't remember. He kind of came out a little further and went up. I think he did a good job today. Got to realize he only works 4 hours a day here, and he works with doing some of the watering. I actually take care of the dogs now, and he does some other chores around the yard as well as these plants behind me that I got from Pat. Again, thank you, Pat, for the plants. And if you have any more to throw away, just let me know, and we'll start propagating the yard around here with some of your fine plants. And inside the house, I was able to get 2 P-traps completed. The granite cut for the water faucet, the fixture. What else did I get done today? It seems like I'm missing something. I'm sure I'm missing something. It was in the video somewhere today. Well, it was a good day. I feel good. Now, before I close, no, I don't have a shout out. I don't think I have a shout out. Let me look and see if I have a shout out. Hold on. I don't have any shout outs, but I'm going to do a shout out. Well, we're going to do a switch up here. I am going to do a birthday shout out, and it's not going to be belated. It's actually not going to be for today. It's going to be for tomorrow. So how's that for a change up? So for August 17th, the shout out goes to Dwayne Melville's wife, Agnes Murdo. And I want to wish you, Agnes, a happy birthday. Anyway, I want to close, and I'm going to close at a decent time today. Yesterday, you notice my video got uploaded really, really late. You would not believe. I will have to tell the story about yesterday's video. I actually uploaded the video. Well, I'm kind of telling the story right now, aren't I? But it got uploaded, it got retracted. Me retracting it, and a lot of editing, a lot of trying to find files, re-uploading until like 1:30 in the morning, and then I couldn't take it anymore. Went to bed. I let Ness view it this morning while I was doing some other tasks around the house. She said it was good to go. Then you got to see it. I would say a long story short, but that was kind of a long story. But it got uploaded, and I thank everybody for the comments that they said for the video and for all the videos that I've been posting in the past. And while I'm on the topic of comments, I'm trying to close here. I really am trying to close. But these things keep popping in my mind, and if I don't say it now, I'll forget about it, and you'll never hear it again. Maybe you don't want to hear it again. But anyway, while we're on the topic of comments, several of the subscribers, they made a comment about they would really like for me to get back into the community again and start connecting with the people in my barangay and bring that personal aspect of the channel back again. And I will do that, I promise you. But right now, you have to realize, and like I said the other day, I'm a one-trick pony until my contractor gets here. And there's a lot of things I have. Remember when I talked yesterday about the goal, plan, and execution? Well, I have a goal and I have a plan. And the only way for me to execute it on a timely manner is I have to do a lot of these things around here, around the house. All these little projects. I want to get this house completed, and I want to get it done. I've been working on this house since the end of February of 2017, and here we are, August of 2018. I need to get this thing done. So that's why I haven't been doing a lot of things with the community and taking you on some road trips to travel adventure type of places. But they will come. I promise you they will come. So that being said, I'm going to close for now. If you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You will be subscribed, and you will be notified the next time I upload a new video. So until such time, you have a wonderful and blessed day.